back, guys. It's a good cup. That's an especially good cup. You know how you have a good cup of coffee, and every once in a while you get one that's just like, it's just got that little something extra. That's that one today. All right. You guys know I am not one to just change something for the sake of changing it. That's not how I do things. When I find something that works, that I like, I don't like to screw it or change it. However, I'm also not opposed to trying something new, changing things if something comes along that I feel like is actually worthwhile and beneficial to make a change to. Now, you'll also know that when it comes to things like clothing, etc., I am not big on spending tons of money on pieces of clothing. For example, you'll likely never see me pay $200 or $300 for a single pair of pants. Not when I can get 4 or 5 pair of pants for that same $200 or $300 that are going to be 95% as functional and durable for average use. Every once in a while, though, there are things that come along that I really think is worth spending a little bit of money on due to the importance of the item and the function of the item. That's what I want to talk to you about today. I've picked up something that I've been trying out for a few weeks now, and that is some socks. Yes, great topic, right? Bear with me. From the Buffalo Wool Company. Now, I picked these up based on recommendation from my good friend Joe Dolio over at Tactical Wisdom. They have got multiple different kinds of socks, but what sets these different than most others is that they use buffalo wool. Now, I'll tell you up front, they're not super cheap. They're about $45 a pair. However, it's my opinion, after having used these for a couple of weeks, that you're getting what you pay for, and that that $45 is going to get you something that's an extraordinarily important and functional product that's going to last. Things like that I don't mind paying a little bit for. Now, bear with me, and we'll get to the socks in just a second, but I got to give you some context. So, for the armed prepared citizen, when we've got to do the things we got to do, protecting the homestead, taking care of the neighborhood, whatever it is in bad times, our feet are going to be important. It's highly likely that our feet are going to be our primary mode of transportation. Even if it's just around the homestead, around your farm, around your neighborhood, subdivision, whatever, you're going to be on your feet. So, protecting your feet and having your feet functional is going to be vitally important. One of the quickest ways to make somebody ineffective is to let them have feet problems. That means having good footwear, good socks. I need socks, and I'm gathering there's probably a lot of you that might be in the same boat, that covers a fairly broad range of use and environmental conditions for me. I'm in the deep south. 100+ degree days in the summer with 90 to 95% humidity is the norm. Your feet get hot, they get sweaty, it affects your overall body temperature, you get for lack of a better term, jungle rot in your feet. If they get wet from the rain, that sort of thing, and I don't care if you're wearing waterproof boots or not, down here in the summertime, you will get your feet wet. There is no way around it. Contrast that all the way in the wintertime, you may still be getting your feet wet, which is a strong possibility. But now, in my area, we see temperatures all the way down into the mid to low 20s, occasionally upper teens. Mid to low 20s is usually the norm and kind of the basement. I need something that's going to keep my feet warm in the winter, cool in the summer, and dry all year round, and maintain its ability to do its job even while wet. Enter these socks. Now, I've been a big fan of wool socks for a long time, including various blends of wool, primarily merino wool, so on and so forth. These are the Buffalo Wool Company Kanai socks. Now, they've got a couple of different models. I picked up the Kanais based off of recommendation again from my buddy Joe Dolio, based on my environment and criteria. Now, these are 34% bison wool, 34% merino wool, and 33% bamboo fiber. I'll give you the long story up front short, however you want to word that. These are worth the money. I have worn these socks out doing some things in low 30-degree weather, about 31, 32, and I've wore them up rucking in 70-plus degree weather. I have worn each pair multiple days without washing them, including multiple 3-plus mile rucks in the 70-degree weather, because I wanted to see how funky they would get. Again, having socks that are wicking and keep your feet dry but stay naturally antibacterial is a big thing. These do. And I can tell you, after wearing them under those different circumstances, my feet never got sweaty and wet. I never felt hot or overheated. They never so much as even hinted at having a bit of funk to them. Perfectly neutral odor, nothing. In the cooler weather that I got to wear them in, again, feet didn't get hot, didn't get cold. They stayed perfectly neutral, very comfortable. Have not had any rubbing issues, anything like that. And they are amazingly comfortable on your feet. I was a little, naturally skeptical at first when you think of buffalo wool. That's not usually the first thing that comes to your mind when you think about something, it's nice and soft and supple. No, these right here, you put your foot in these and your feet get real happy real quick. These are great socks. Absolutely great socks. And I bought 3-pack. You get a couple bucks off if you buy a 3-pack versus individual. And I can already tell you, I'm going to be buying some more. Again, these are the Kanai. I may get one or two of their others just to compare and try out. But for now, these wholeheartedly get my recommendation. I am super happy that I bought them. I want to get more because I want to have them for all the activities I might need to do. I want them here at home. I want them at the retreat. I want to be able to stash them everywhere. These are great socks, and I do not say that lightly, because there's other socks that I've been a big fan of for years, and I still am. These just take it to a whole new level. Not to mention, as always, I love supporting another fellow small business. Anytime I can do that, I'm big about it. So I'll put a link to these in the description box. Guys, check them out. If you want good socks, these are definitely where it's at, and it's also a great company to back. The people there, I've exchanged a few messages with, but other than that, haven't really had a whole lot of direct contact. But from my limited contact, good people, and everything I've seen publicly about them, absolutely solid folks, and somebody that I am very happy to spend my money with and support. So, Buffalo Wool Company, link in the description box. If you want good socks, go check them out. You guys take care, stay safe, and keep getting ready. Prepare for your feet. It's a thing. I'll see y'all later.